the bright lights and the national exposure? What's that do to a player? Does that get you guys pumped up even more so?
Yeah, it does. You know, I guess it's very hyped for the games. You know, all I can say is just be ready for Saturday. Be ready for Saturday.
Do you think Braxton's going to come back as a fifth-year senior? I know you won't be here, but you guys are friends, and like you said, you came in together, you're close. Do you think he'll come back as a fifth-year senior?
No, that's all on him. And I couldn't really tell you. I haven't really talked to him much about it because, you know, I don't want to, bother him too much about that because I know he's going through a lot. And you know, I know he's just going to, take it day by day, and then it's his decision.
That present an interesting dynamic with JT having a year of experience under his belt and Braxton coming back, a record-setting holding quarterback here. I mean, that'd be an interesting situation if that did happen. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I don't know. I mean, whatever Braxton does, I'm sure he's going to be successful. I know Coach Meyer is going to put everyone on this team in position to be successful. So whatever happens, happens, and I know that the Ohio State Buckeyes will be on top.
I'm thinking back to the Cal game last year, excuse me. I'm thinking back to Saturday. Are you the backup quarterback's best friend? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is kind of uncanny how they both connected with you and it kind of like ignited things.
Oh yeah, well, it makes it easy when you're open, and it makes it easy when the quarterback can put the ball, right there. So, and I just run my route like I'm taught, and just catch the ball and score.
Well, Devin, I was asking you a while ago, though, Coach Smith was talking about this. There are some guys who seize the moment and some guys who don't. And after you get a history, it appears you're the kind of guy that likes that moment. I mean, would you agree with that? I mean, what is it about the pressure that doesn't get to you, I guess?
I really don't look at it as just pressure. I just look at it as just making a play for my football team. Whatever I can do to help this team, I'll do. Whether it's blocking, catching a pass, or whatever the case may be.
How are you better as a receiver? The coaches seem very happy with you, whether it's Urban Meyer or Zach Smith. They seem pretty high on you. How do you feel like you've improved as a receiver, Devin?
Just going through camp and all that, I feel a lot stronger. I feel a lot faster. I feel like I understand the game a lot more, with switching from X to Z and being in the slot. So I feel like, recognizing defenses and looking at defenses, I know a lot better.
What's the moment like Tim was asking about Cal last year and Saturday, when the ball's in the air, you're behind the guy, that moment where you're waiting for the ball to come down, is it an anxious moment, or you're like, ball get here? What's going through your head there?
Just more like it, just hurry up and come out so I can catch it. And all I'm doing is focusing on the ball, catching it, and scoring.
Talk a little about Saturday being the home opener too for you guys, and at night. Does that add anything to this week against Virginia Tech?
Oh man, it's going to be huge, and I think everyone on this football team is looking forward to it. Being able the first game not being home, it was kind of weird, but we got the business done up there playing against Navy, and now we're looking on to game 2, focusing on that, and we're just going to be ready.
When you hear Virginia Tech, and they've built a pretty good program through the years, but what comes to mind about playing a Virginia Tech football?
I haven't watched much film on them yet, and that's what I'm going to do today. Just when I hear the word Virginia Tech, I know it's going to be a fight. I know they're a good football team, and I know we're a good football team, so it's all a matter of executing and playing very, very hard, and having fun as well.
Thanks, Devin. Appreciate it.
Devin, catching a deep ball is what you've sort of become known for. Can you explain where your skill set maybe lends itself to getting those opportunities? Obviously, you had a good throw, all that good stuff. But what about your end of it? What do you think it is that translates well from your game to be able to turn a routine or a relatively normal length catch into something pretty extraordinary?
Running a go route, against a defender, I put him in a position where he really can't, guard me or keep up with me. So, and I use speed. I try to, flip the defender's hips to get him going a different way where I'm going, and it usually gets me wide open.
Yeah, usually it's just guy runs faster, but there's some specific skills, right? Some specific things you have to do.
You got to stem him to get him to go the opposite way you're trying to go. And, if he's pressed on me, try to get his hips to go somewhere else. And I can get outside or I can get inside and just stack him right on top and just, run downfield.
In
I feel like nobody can catch me once I get behind them.
Sorry, in terms of the Navy game, do you feel like the play spurred that play in particular, the 80-yard? Do you think that spurred the offense, spurred the team in some ways, and maybe also fostered some confidence from JT and yourself and the receiving core in him?
Well, I think, you know, some of the little things, you know, with Zeke, you know, working as hard as he did, the O-line working as hard, and all the other receivers led up to that touchdown. And I think that touchdown really uplifted the team and really got us going.
Devin, how much you looking forward to coming home this weekend, playing the night game?
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
What's
just
the
like
atmosphere
everybody
like?
else on this team.
What's the atmosphere like when you're playing at 8 o'clock start?
It's unbelievable. You know, from the preparation all the way up to the, you know, kickoff is unbelievable. You know, in my opinion, the best place to play football.
Is it difficult at all to kill time during the day because you want to play earlier?
That's one thing I do hate. I hate waiting for night games because it's like it's taking too long. Like we need to hurry up and play. So it's a love-hate relationship with night games.
Do you like being the deep ball guy? I mean, we're all asking you questions about catching deep balls. Obviously, it's what you're known for, and you've had a lot of them. But I mean, do you want to be more than that, or are you just okay with being the guy that we ask about, you know, the 80-yard catches? And
Well, I mean, it's only the first game, so there's still a lot more to see in me. And like I said, I'm just gonna continue to make plays for this football team, and that's what I take pride in.
so, like, by the end of the year, you want to be the everything guy. You have to imagine. Right?
Absolutely.
That was like the pregame storyline. Is that we know Devin can catch the deep ball. Now is he going to be able to do more consistent? You feel like we haven't seen it yet. Obviously, you only completed 12 passes in that game. But what have you done over the offseason to be that everything guy? I guess.
I mean, just put myself in different positions. You know, splitting out wide and coming in the slide. You know, doing the little screens and things in that nature. So I think once we get in the flow of things and we find ourselves and you know, actually, you know, we'll have a little